here with Avnue from San Antonio, Texas. How's it going, guys?
What
Going all
up?
right, going all right.
It's going good, brother.
Really, really appreciate you guys coming on. Let's dive right into it. So, when and how did you guys form?
So thank you so much, Dave, for having us. So we formed back in 2018. It was me, our vocalist Zach, and then our other guitarist Christian. We've been in multiple different bands together. We formed a conglomerate, and we started this. And then Angel is actually a brand new recent ad. He's our bass player now. So now we're kind of getting everything together. Still on the hunt for a drummer, but hopefully that should get nailed out pretty soon.
That's awesome. Short, simple, right to the point. Gotta love it.
Yes, sir.
So, you guys released Promise, Promise in August. How's the response been to it?
So far it's been pretty good. It's been pretty solid. People are liking that we're releasing music after a while. It has been a second since we've had our last release. I think we had When the Weight Is Too Heavy a couple months ago, and people are pretty into it so far.
How was the recording process, and who did you record it with?
So we recorded we actually have 3 singles that we just recorded. When the Weight Is Too Heavy, Promise, Promise, and a brand new song that we should be releasing hopefully pretty soon. We recorded it at a recording studio called FL Studios with an amazing producer named Byrne. If you're in the local San Antonio area or in Texas or looking for a good product for a good price, hit them up. But we ended up taking one whole weekend, cutting all 3 records. For our recording process, what we predominantly do is we get together and then we actually have our own little home studios where we hammer out a lot of ideas, come up with, different riffs, different nutshells. And then from there, we kind of, chisel away at it to make it into a full song. And then once we feel as though it's ready, then we take it into the actual studio, work with producers like Fern to make sure we polish it up, mix master it, and turn it into what it is.
Right on, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
So you guys are from San Antonio, Texas. How's the emo pop punk scene there? Do you guys have a favorite local band, a favorite venue?
Angel?
The scene here is pretty cool. It's pretty everyone's pretty supportive of each other, and that's really awesome to see. Some cool local bands that we've played with. I'm trying to think. I'm actually in another band called Pink Ivory, which we played with them a couple times. So one of my favorite local bands, I think, they're called Honeydrow. They're pretty sick. But generally, yeah, it's pretty supportive. Everyone, we kind of like stick around for each other, and like it's really really cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you ever heard this, Dave, but they call San Antonio like a small big city, and the music scene kind of feels that vibe. Everyone kind of knows each other. Everyone's played with each other before, and even with the newcomers, everyone, no matter your skill level or how long you've been around the scene, there's a lot of love. So we really appreciate it. I think for me specifically, I love the venues. A lot of the promoters are really cool, and every time I turn around, there's always a new music video around. So it's been pretty dope. A couple of the bands to check out: Present. We just recently played with them. They're dope. Reckless Renegades, Pink Ivory, like you said, Light Ghost. There's a huge list that can go on because we have a lot of local talent that's amazing.
Mm.
Oh, that's the best.
Yeah, man, it's awesome. Makes the shows fun.
That's the important thing. So who do you say your biggest influences are?
I may have to take a second. Angel, you want to tackle that first?
I'm pretty influenced by like a lot of the like post grunge music that kind of like I grew up with in San Antonio. There's a lot of like Nirvana and I started off playing like Metallica riffs when I was like in middle school type stuff, and that kind of like warped itself into like the post hardcore type of thing. So like right now I'm into a lot of math rock, a lot of like weird time signature things, and I love adding that kind of like that flair to a more like heavy hitting rock sound, and it's been pretty fun.
Hell yeah. A lot of the new bass lines he's coming out with in these upcoming songs are ridiculous. So that's, cool to look forward to. But yeah, I mean, I think we all started with the dad rock, and then you kind of transition hardcore, emo, and you go through the whole list. And I mean, I could go on and on with bands, but I mean, stuff that I'm really resonating right now is Dayseeker. Really fall in love with those guys. Polyphia, and then I also like a bunch of producers. So I think what's nice for us specifically is you can tell that there's a lot, our vocalist Zach, he loves Paramore. That's his favorite band, and then you got All Time Low. And so we try to, take all of these sounds that we've grown up with and learned to love and, try to implement that, because that's where we came from. And it just turns out into our sound.
Yeah.
Right on. So here's $1 million question for you guys. If you could tour with one of those bands, who would it be?
Man.
Good question.
Damn, that's a stumper. I would love to go tour with. Honestly, I gotta do it for like my middle school and high school days. All Time Low, man. I would love to hang out with
That'd be
Alex and
sick.
Jack and just goof off. And they just seem like they have a blast on tour. And no one, yeah, they get crazy, but they've been around for so long, and to have a brotherhood that's lasted that long, you got to have decent guys on the crew. Not assholes
Absolutely.
or
All Time was a
getting.
good one.
Yeah, I think that would be fun, man. I would have a blast on that. What about you, Angel?
It'd be pretty sick. Paramore would be a pretty sick one too. They're one of my favorite bands as well.
Haley Williams.
It'd be really,
yeah.
really cool. Yeah, but they're pretty sick.
Can't go wrong with either one of them.
Mm-mm.
Both awesome
Nah.
bands. Both of them have been around for a while. I feel like both would be a lot of fun.
Hell yeah,
Absolutely.
agreed.
So now I'm going to ask you guys some non-music questions to get away from me to get to know you as people. Other than this with the other bands, you're ready to rock and roll.
For sure.
All right, first one, favorite TV show?
How I Met Your Mother.
Man. I'm into like adult cartoons. I really like BoJack Horseman, to be honest.
Yeah.
Different answer. I like it. Best vacation you guys have been on?
I would say the Western Caribbean. Got to go to a private island on Belize, which was dope because it was right across from the Great Barrier Reef, or like next to it. So we got to like snorkel, and they had guys jumping in, catching fresh lobster, cooking it on the grill. It was just an oasis, man. It was fucking awesome.
I think mine would be, I went to California like quite some time ago, but the West Coast changed me. I'm that guy. I really enjoyed California. It was really cool.
Don't you go moving, Angel.
California's pretty sick.
It's sick.
So if you guys could go back in time and talk to one world leader or person of influence, who would it be?
Shit.
Dang, that was a good question.
I know, he's stumping me right here. Maybe.
Pablo.
I don't know. I'm just gonna throw one out here because I see a bunch of lights. Thomas Edison, the guy who created the light bulb, just because he created, I think it's on historic fact, like I think it's 5,000, 2,000 variants of the light bulb before he got the one. I just want to know how he was so persistent, how he had that mentality.
Sweet. Dang, I don't know, man.
Dead musicians count.
Okay,
Jimi
sick.
Hendrix. Fuck.
Dead musicians generally, absolutely the Rev from Avenged Sevenfold, man. That guy was a genius. A genius. I would pick his brain about songwriting so much. I think like it would be really cool to have a conversation with that guy.
Oh yeah.
The Rev would be sick.
R.I.P.
He was such a good freaking drummer.
Dude,
He
wild.
was a good musician. Like he wrote some cool stuff, man. That guy, his brain is just, I'd be sick.
Side note, I actually got to see him right before he passed. I got
Damn.
to see him live. I know, but I'm very happy that I was able to have that opportunity.
Well, now you're just being rude. Now you're just rubbing it in.
Come on, man. No, it's good.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just kidding. So, if you guys had $1 million and you could donate to any charity, which one?
I think
I don't know the name of it, but Daddario works with people like kids trying to make music, and I think that I would probably go for that one for sure.
oh yeah, man. I would probably say maybe some more research in either diabetes or some type of cancer, just because I have a bunch of family that's been affected by that. And so obviously I think, any resources that could be used for that to help prevent that would be awesome.
That's awesome. All right, last question. What are some places in San Antonio that visitors should check out?
Ooh. Well, depending on the individual, because San Antonio's in hill country, and I know Angel can attest to this, we got a lot of good hiking and running trails.
Good hiking.
And they have beautiful views, and it's in abundance. If you look it up, the map's lit up, and I mean, San Antonio's not really known for that. So I think food, of course, there's so many great places to eat, whether it's barbecue, Tex-Mex, just traditional Mexican.
Dude.
and then I would say, check out the Riverwalk. A lot of people have never been there, and it's dope. And there's multiple areas for the Riverwalk.
Tower of Americas is a must do if you're visiting.
There's a restaurant and bar that rotates 360. So yeah, it's gorgeous up there.
It's awesome.
That sounds really sick. You sold me on San Antonio. I'm gonna fly over there right now.
Come on, man. We'll grab a drink and have a good time together.
But seriously, I'm trying to make my rounds and see all my music homies, see as many as possible, and so definitely keep your eyes peeled.
Hell yeah, that'd be awesome.
Well, I really appreciate you guys coming on, and the support means the world to me.
Of course, Dave. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to speak with us too, man. We love what you're doing. Keep it up.
Appreciate that.
Of course, anytime. I live to serve and serve to live.
I love it.
So for the people that are going to watch this interview later, where can they find your music at?
So you can find us on all major streaming platforms, on all socials, Instagram, Facebook, and it's Avnue, but it's AVNUE. So that apparently that was a since it's misspelled, sometimes that can be kind of hard to find. But yeah, definitely check us out. Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, iTunes, anything you can think of, YouTube. Definitely comment, subscribe, like. We appreciate anything. Just talk to us.
Okay.
You heard the man. Go to the websites and listen to music and buy merch and buy the music and support local music. They're doing a great job. Keep it up.
Thank you.
You guys should be really stoked.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, I hope you guys have a great night, and we'll chat soon.
Sounds good, Dave. Thank you so much, man. Take it easy.
Thank you.
Later.